Okay, I'm gonna start this off kind of slow because I'm not real comfortable in front of a camera. I've always had stage fright and everything else ever since I was a young kid. Unlike my daughters, of course, who both love to perform. My name is Ruth. I'm 37 years old, and 3 weeks ago I was diagnosed with colon cancer. I have 5 children. I have 3 boys and 2 girls. And I'm married. I've been with my husband for almost 12 years. It's not my first marriage, but it's definitely going to be my last. And I don't know, I've been encouraged to come out and tell people what I'm going through. I was told that I've had this for 5 years, which was kind of a surprise to me. And I know some people try to brush it off and say, because they don't want to realize that it came out of nowhere. I would say about 3 years ago I started having some symptoms, but before that, nothing. I got to the point where actually what happened was 5 weeks ago, I was at work, and I don't remember what day it was, but I was working 50 hours a week. Well, I was having pain, I think since January, but I was just taking stuff for it. I would have cramps, and I didn't know what it was from. So, but 5 weeks ago, I was in so much pain that I almost passed out. And I've had 5 kids, one of which there were no painkillers, and he had a big head. So I've been in a lot of pain before, and I have never come close to passing out from pain. So I actually left work and went to the hospital at that time because I knew something was wrong. I didn't know what it was. They had all kinds of ideas. They made me take 3 pregnancy tests because if you're a woman, that's definitely what's wrong. But they didn't really find anything out that time. It got to the point where they did a contrast CT scan, and that was when they could see that there was an issue with my colon. But he just told me I had a colon infection, which I did have, but it was caused by the tumor blocking my colon and causing backup and caused an infection. So after I got done with the antibiotics, though, I felt quite a bit better. So thought everything was okay. And then about, I'm not sure how many days it was. Honestly, days are starting to run together. But it was a few days after I had finished the antibiotics, I started having pain again. And that was when I went to the ER. And they did another contrast CT scan, and then they told me that my colon had gotten worse and that I was being admitted. And at this time they told me I might have, I don't even remember what it's called, something colitis, ulcerative colitis or something, or Crohn's disease, and that's probably what it was. And she was going to keep me in the hospital probably about 5 days on steroids, and then I was going to be fine and would just have to be careful with what I ate. That was what she told me. So then I had a really hard night because I had to do a clean out for the colonoscopy. And when your colon is blocked, that makes for a very difficult clean out. So that was a hard night. I won't get into all the nitty-gritty details. But basically, I woke up. I barely got any sleep. They woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning and started prepping me for surgery. And then I was put up on a thing. It's like naked from the waist down. And they were sticking a tube down my butt. And they gave me a sedative and put me out. And then when I woke up, they had called my husband in. And because she had to sit us down, they sent the kids out. And she told me that I have cancer. We still hadn't even gotten the biopsy back at that point, and I thought the biopsy would tell us more than it did, but all that I learned was when the biopsy came back, after waiting for several days, that it's cancer. And then she was able to tell me at my last appointment that they know from the biopsy that I've had it for 5 years. She did not tell me how. I do not have any idea how they come up with this stuff. But she basically did want me to be ready for the fact that it's probably spread at this point. She said that at this far in with cancer, that it's either just gone outside of my colon walls, which is like a late stage 2, or it's spread to somewhere else. So her concerns are my lymph nodes and my kidneys. My liver, they know, was completely clear, 100% healthy from the contrast CT scan, because they could see it working 100%. Which I guess is a big deal, because when you have cancer, you tend to lose liver function. Okay, so on top of that, people are asking me how I'm feeling. I'm in a lot of pain. A lot. I'm trying to manage it, but nothing really helps. I have a lot of long nights because all of my tailbone and my hip bones hurt. So when I try to lay down, no matter how I'm laying, I'm hitting my hips or my tailbone. So it just makes for a lot of long nights. Plus, because of the blockage in my colon, I have to go to the bathroom very often because it's small amounts. So there's that. I will say that a lot of people say that they were scared when they found out they had cancer. I have not been scared. I'm still not scared. I'm not scared because I know that I serve a God that is much greater than cancer and has the complete ability to heal me without any treatment. And I'm lucky to live in a day and age where there is a lot of treatment for this stuff. The most difficult part for me is watching how upset my kids are, because it's kind of, people considered it, cancer's considered a really grim thing, and they're scared to death. But I know that everything's going to be okay, because I know that God is in control. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not in control. I have no idea what's going to happen. I mean, if you'd have told me even 5 weeks ago that I had cancer, I would be like, whatever. It's just a cramp. I'm fine. But nope, it's not. So, I mean, there's a lot of waiting. I'm learning a lot of patience. And I'm weak a lot. I really didn't think. Gosh, it's been about 6 years since I last ran a half marathon. I can't even walk through Costco very well. Yeah, so I will say that I had a really good day at church today, and I want to say specifically that one of the things that stood out to me was that God's teaching me to get my strength from Him, because I don't have human strength anymore. No. So there was a line of the song that they were singing. It was "Great is Thy faithfulness," and the line stuck out to me, and I even wrote it down because I felt like it was for me. And it said, "Strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow." And that's what I need: strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow. Thank you.